we will perform activity 3, creating and configuring network policy for VPN remote access. Okay, page number 53. Creating configuring network policy for VPN remote access. So already we have configured VPN so that the clients can access the server through VPN. Here, what are the policies we can set for this VPN user while accessing the server through VPN? Okay, for that we have to go to tools. There is network policy server. Okay, open the network policy server. Okay, today I think my machine is slow. Okay, so we have to wait for some time. It's opening. The network policy server is opening. Okay, so let it open. As it is opening now, there is policies. Okay, under the policies, network policies. Okay, so network policy server. So we need to create a policy. Right click that network policy. Okay, I will right click new. There is no policy, so I'm going to new click a new policy. Okay, so new policy. What is the policy name? So I will give the policy name as remote underscore or hyphen access hyphen network hyphen policy. This is custom. Okay, you can give any name, but I give this policy. And type of network access server as remote access server or VPN. Okay, see VPN dial-up. This is for VPN user. And vendors, we can, this is 10 given by the vendor, you can change the vendor port number also, no problem. Okay, let's put the same. See this type of network access server that sends connection request NPS, so we have VPN. Okay, so the server type or vendor specific, I'm not mentioning that one, just put vendor specific. Okay, number. Next, add a condition. So what condition you have to add? Okay, so condition is being added to a Windows group where we have a group name and we have a VPN user. Okay, so I'll go for Windows group, double click. What is a group? I already have created a group in Active Directory. Okay, you know how to create group in Active Directory. So group name I put as remote. Let me check the group name is there. See the remote group, this already you should create in the Active Directory. You know how to create. Okay, I don't want to repeat again how to create a group. I already created the group. Inside this group I have a user, VPN user. Username is VPN user, which we already created in the VPN activity. Okay, so conditions are specified in that group. Okay, in the group we have the user, VPN user. I already added that user, so that's already done. After that, so add that Windows group. We have to choose the group. Then inside the group we have to choose the user. Already is there, so no need to choose it again. So now after it, click next button. Okay, I think we have added. Okay, it's added already, right? So I already added this one, so I have to go for next. Select condition. Okay, right. Okay, it's already added. Okay, now go for next. What is the condition? We have to grant access to the VPN user or deny access or whatever. Okay, so here we have to grant the access for the client. Okay, so VPN user will be granted if the condition is matching. Okay, there are some conditions. What time the VPN user should access the server. Okay, like that some conditions are there. During daytime or night time, what does the options we have, all these things will be, we will mention. Okay, so grant the access based on the conditions. Click next. Then what about the authentication? Okay, authentication is by default Microsoft encrypted authentication, CHAP. CHAP means challenge handshake protocol. Yani before you authenticate a client, we have to ask a question. Server will ask a question and client has to reply with the answer. Then it is authentication successful. This is CHAP. Okay, So this is the by default. Just go for next. Okay, see, if you want to go for this one, you can just choose. Okay, so just I'll do for add. Okay, which one? Microsoft secure password EAP MS chat version 2. I'm going to choose that one. So we have so many authentication. These are all less secure. Okay, more security, if you add means click add. If you don't click, what happens? No, the least secure authentication will be chosen. But if you click add button, we have three options: smart card based authentication, protected EAP, enhanced extended authentication protocol, or we go for MS-CHAP, Microsoft Challenge Handshake Protocol. This is for authentication time. We will be using a challenge. Challenge means just send a question and the client will answer. Okay, in between. Here, if you are using another PAP or something, now once you authenticate to the server, there is no need. The client will not be disturbed in between. But if you go CHAP, what happens? No, the client and server, once you authenticate also, in between we will ask again authentication, because to make sure that the same client is connecting to the server. This is MS CHAP. You can refer in the Google CHAP and PAP. I think you already studied in I think some CCNA course, PAP and CHAP. PAP means only one time authentication class. CHAP means in between also we will check, server will check the client is the same client or not, something. Okay, that's we have to add extra authentication. This is basic or less secure. This is more secure authentication. I'll choose this one. Okay, next there are conditions: idle, session timeout, day and time restrictions. I'll use these three. Idle timeout, that means specify the maximum time in minutes that server can remain idle. So if the device is idle, it's not working for some time, it will be disconnected. So if your the VPN user is not using the server, after 1 minute it will be disconnected. I'll go for 3, because I will need a minimum 3 minutes idle time. Okay, then what about session timeout? Okay, session timeout means if you are disconnected, how much time you will be given. Okay, amount of time in minutes after a user connected, how much time. Okay, after that time the session will be disconnected. So I'll give for 10 minutes, after that disconnected. Then day and time restrictions, that means allow the VPN user to access the server only on these days and these time. Go to edit. So what time? So if I go for Sunday, I need 12 a.m. to 12 a.m. No need, I will go for, I need 4 a.m. to 5 a.m. or I will just drag this, and I need a Sunday 4 a.m. to 1 p.m. Like this you have to drag. Permitted remote tags, otherwise denied. Click OK. These are the conditions I am putting. Okay. This is how you put the conditions. Actually the conditions are like this. Okay. See, we put the conditions. Idle timeout 3 minutes. So within 3 minutes or after 3 minutes you are keeping idle, the server is not used, the session will be cut. Okay, session timeout after 10 minutes, so you will be given 10 minutes time. After that the time connection will be closed. Day and time restriction means the VPN user is allowed to access server only on Sunday. Okay, I put that conditions on the Sunday, that time is being added. Okay, what time to what time, I put like that. Okay, this is what, how we mention the conditions for accessing the, or policy for accessing the VPN, conditions for accessing server from VPN user. So inside this group name is remote group. In that remote group only one user, VPN user, is having the VPN permission. This is my activity. Finish. The authentication also extra, not the least advanced authentication, MS chat version 2. Finish. This is what network access policy. Okay, so my policy name is also selected here, remote access network policy. Like you do the group policy in your what network OS, no, same thing, you put policy for VPN access. Okay, that's all for today, all of you. Bye. Let me stop the video.